Texas. Have you been talking to your teammates about what to expect from them, or do you at least go in with a lot of confidence yourself because you've played them before?
Well, we definitely, watch them play, and we've talked about it. They know that I've played them last year, but I think we all have an idea of how we have to, get into the game. But I think it's just pretty exciting for the whole team that hasn't played them in a long time, and for me to play them again. It's definitely going to be exciting.
Can you relive that experience for us, what it was like, what it felt like to make the tournament first time and going to Texas and the atmosphere and everything? What was that like for you last March?
It was great. I mean, it was very special. It's something that I wanted, in my 4 years at Fairfield. And doing that in my senior year was very, very special. It was amazing. I mean, the whole team loved it. Going to the NCAA tournament was something that Fairfield hasn't done in a long time. Mm-hmm. And playing a team like Texas was also very exciting. It was a challenge for us. And the game obviously didn't go as we wanted. Mm-hmm. For me personally, at halftime, had to get some stitches and all that. Mm-hmm. But definitely remember it as a great experience for sure.
What did you learn about the caliber of the competition and the speed of the game that maybe has helped you in your transition here at UConn?
It's definitely another speed and it's another pace. And I think that's something that it was harder, I think, with Fairfield. But I think here we have the same type of pace, and I think that's why we definitely can compete. And we're very excited for the game.
Is there any extra motivation because they ended your Fairfield career?
I mean, I think, we have to take it as just another game in the season, but it's just always, I think, playing a great opponent. For me, all those opponents are going to be new most of the time, so I think it's just, for me personally, very exciting. And yeah, obviously, losing the last game of your season and then having to play them for your second game of the season, it's definitely something that I'm looking forward to.
You played in Gampel for the first time on Thursday. What was that like for you?
It was awesome. When they talk about the fans and all that, they're always right. It's a great crowd. It's a great atmosphere there. Definitely was a little bit nervous at first. It's something new for me, but throughout the game, it just felt good. And it was overall a great game.
With that performance in the exhibition game, I mean, did you expect the transition to kind of be this easy on the court? How has it been compared to kind of what you were thinking going into the season to actually get
I didn't try to have too many expectations. I just tried to go with the flow and not to put too much pressure on myself. And I think that's what I've been trying to do in practice and in games, and I'm going to keep doing that.
You've had an exhibition, you've had your season opener. Texas is obviously a much different level of competition than those two teams. Do you think the success that you've had on offense as a team in those games will translate against a better defense?
Definitely. I think, throughout those first few games and with practices, I think we've developed our offense and got it better with our chemistry. And I think it's definitely gotten better since this summer. And I think that it's going to work well during Texas.
With so many new pieces and being new yourself, what was the most important part or thing that you could all do to just feel comfortable with each other out in the court? Was it about the reps and just getting more time together, or even bonding off the court?
Definitely, being together every day, that helps. But I think we got better at communicating with each other, and I think that's a big part for us. As long as we talk to each other and we trust each other, I think that's going to show on the court.
Did you follow Swin Cash's career at all when you were young? Were you aware of her and who she was and all of that?
To be honest, not that much. When I was younger, I didn't follow UConn as much as I would have wanted, but I think it's great that there's going to be her retirement on Monday.
You said that you guys have looked at the film and you know how to play Texas. What is the mindset going in? What do you really have to focus on or accomplish?
I think we just got to be really aggressive. It's going to be a different opponent than Northeastern, and they're a team that presses more, obviously, and I think we just have to be ready, have to, handle the ball better, protect the ball better, and as long as, we keep being aggressive on offense and defense, I think it's going to be good for us.
In the film you've seen of them so far this year, how are they different from the team you faced back in the spring?
They definitely have, some new additions that I didn't see last year. I think, as I said, they still have the same type of pressure on the ball. They still have good post players as well, and they have new additions as guards. So I think we're gonna have to be very aggressive on the post players, and that's gonna be a big part for us. And obviously, still play good defense on the guards, and just overall, I think having that mindset that get all the rebounds that we can and be aggressive for 40 minutes.
Even though it's your first year on campus, obviously with 4 years of collegiate experience and pretty much having to build that Fairfield program to where it was last year, what do you think you bring to what's still relatively a young roster?
I think bringing some experience, having to play even if it was at another level, playing a lot of games, how it is. I know how it is to play a lot of games, and because playing 30-something games during the season is a lot. So I think that having that experience brings something to the team, and having Dorka also, who has that experience, I think it's great to be able to share it with our teammates. But I think whether you're a freshman or sophomore, junior or senior, here everyone has that mentality that they have to be ready whenever they're on the court, and I think that's what makes it great about us.
Are you disappointed you're going to have to wait to play against the player that smacked you in the mouth?
It's
Since she left?
it's nothing. It was an accident. There's nothing, against her. But definitely gonna have to wait a few more games to play Notre Dame. But
It's got to be annoying that you get smacked in the mouth and you get stitches and you got called for the foul.
Well, it's part of the game. There's always gonna be people that believe something, people that believe other things. I just try, not to really think of that. Whatever happened. I was able to get stitches pretty fast and get back on the game for the second half.
Regardless of how tomorrow goes, is it helpful, or do you think it will be helpful to have a little bit of a litmus test to see where the team's at against a better team, both in terms of knowing what the team's strengths are, but also areas of improvement for.
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Oh yeah. Do you think it'll be helpful to have almost like a litmus test to see where UConn is at this point of the season, regardless of how tomorrow goes? What you guys are really good at, but also the areas of improvement this early in the season.
Yes, I think playing a big team like that as your second game, it's not we have a really big schedule, and I think that's a good thing for us because it's gonna test us right from the get-go. So I think it's good for us, and it's gonna prepare us and test us for the rest of the season. But we're super excited about it, and we just can't wait to play tomorrow.
Coach said most of you guys, if we asked you, would say you'd want to play 30 games like the Texas game, just high level. Do you subscribe to that as well? Is that why you came here?
Definitely. For me this year, I'm only here for a year, so definitely don't want to take anything for granted. Playing a big non-conference schedule like that, I think I take it, and I think we all do take it as a challenge. That's what I wanted also by coming here, playing against better competition. So it's definitely what I was asking for in some way. So I'm excited about it.